Hello and welcome back to yoga. My name is Shannon and I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for joining me in sunny South Florida, and thank you for making this time for yourself. Whether it's a 2-minute practice, a 5-minute practice, a 20-minute or hour-long practice, whatever time you can carve out in the day for yourself is important. So thank you for doing that. And always remember to do what you can, do what's safe and comfortable. Your body knows best. Don't force it into anything. And if you like props, go ahead and grab your blocks or straps or whatever you might need to support your practice today. Let's begin. Close your eyes. Let your breath fall out. And each time that you exhale, have a sensation of settling, softening, and sinking in. On your in-breaths, lengthen hips to head a bit. On your out-breaths, shoulders roll down your back. Inhale, gently rise up. Exhale, soften down. Take a few more slow, deep breaths in and out. Kind of taking your temperature, checking in, seeing what the current state of your body-mind is in this moment, on this day, in this place and time, which can shift and change throughout the day, throughout the month, throughout the year, and even just millisecond to millisecond. Now if you can, we're going to do a little focused, guided breathing. Begin to fill your chest and rib cage and upper back up as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, let it all go. We're going to take 5 to 10 more deep breaths like this. Just make sure that as you breathe in, you're not lifting your shoulders up to your ears. Let your shoulders drop down away from your ears. And as you breathe in, expand the chest, rib cage, upper back, and heart space. And as you breathe out, chest falls. The space between your ribs gets smaller. Take a few more breaths like that, expanding as you breathe in. Gently, softly contracting as you breathe out. Let's do 2 more. And we're going to start to send breath into that lower belly, that space below your belly button if you can. So as you breathe in, have a sensation of expanding in the belly and low back area, and also right to left, just expanding this whole area below the waist. And as you breathe out, let that whole area gently pull in and contract. Inhale, open, expand, and rise like you could grow a little bit taller, hips to head. And as you breathe out, let everything softly contract. See if you can keep the length in your spine. Let your shoulders drop. Let your elbows get closer to your thighs. Let your knees get closer to the floor. Let's try a few more into that lower belly area. Like you could expand all the way down to your tailbone and bottom as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, soften everything from the points and tips of your rib cage all the way down to the floor. One more deep breath like that. Notice if there's any tension in your forehead, if your eyebrows are up towards your hairline, if your jaw is gritted or your teeth feel tight, and see if you can soften and relax that as you breathe out. Beautiful. And take a deep breath in like you could grow an inch taller, keeping your knees and thighs down. And as you breathe out, softly lower your chin to your chest. Inhale through center. Exhale, chin to your chest. And one more time, like you were gently nodding yes. Inhale, you could lift a little higher if that's nice. Exhale, chin to your chest. And don't force it down, just drop it where it can go. Deep breath in, And we're going to slowly shake no. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Breathe in, reach up through the top of your head. Breathe out, relax your shoulders and knees down towards the ground. One more time. Breathe in and up. Come back into center, and we're going to shake maybe. Deep breath in, exhale, right ear down, left ear up. Inhale up and exhale other way. Now if you get dizzy, if you get lightheaded, if you have vertigo, you may want to skip this part. You may want to do smaller movements, or you may want to do fewer movements, so they're slower. Maybe one more time with the maybe. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Come back into center. If it's safe, we're going to do one more head movement. Deep breath in, slowly circle. If you need to just pause and breathe with your eyes on a still point and let everything settle, or close your eyes and shift your attention inward as you breathe, those are all beautiful choices. And if you're circling, deep breath in, we're going to reverse the other way, just doing what you can, going where it feels safe and accessible. Another choice would be to make a little smiley face side to side if going all the way around doesn't work for you. And one last circle or smiley face, or deep breath or two if you're just pausing and breathing. We're all going to meet in the center, hands to your heart. Take a deep breath. Let it go. We're going to see if it's possible to hook opposite thumb over hand. So I'm going to take my left thumb and hook it over my right hand, and take my right thumb and hook it over my left hand. So if you can, we're just hooking our opposite thumbs over. So it's like we're wrapping. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, we're reaching up, 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 trying to see if we can pull our arms by our ears. Maybe you can peek through the window, maybe not today. Inhale, reach through your fingertips, come all the way forward and down. One more time. Exhale, keep reaching up, up, up. Pull in that space below your navel. Lift through your heart and crown of your head. Drop your knees. Inhale all the way forward. And when you get to the bottom, breathe out, rest. We're going to switch. So right now I have my left thumb on the top. I'm going to switch so that my right thumb is on the top. So flip and switch. You might have to slide down a little bit to make that happen. Adjust as needed. Take a deep breath in. Keep reaching forward, out, and up. And as you exhale, lower belly in, pull back by your ears, maybe lift through the crown of your head and heart. Inhale all the way forward and exhale down. One more time. Deep breath in, reach forward and up. Breathe into the lower belly, expand your rib cage, add the chest and heart space, and open if it's safe. And then inhale forward and exhale down. Bring your hands back by your hips. Lengthen your legs out. Gently bounce your knees and rock your feet right and left. And just loosen up your legs in any way that feels best to you and your body. Maybe little circles where you spread your toes. Maybe you're pointing and flexing. Just seeing what your body says yes to. Take one more slow, deep breath. Beautiful. And we're going to go into reverse plank today to open up the whole front side of the body if it's safe. You can take your palms to the mat, or if you feel better not flexing your wrist, even if we point them any which direction, to the back, to the sides, or to the front. You can also try a fist with your wrist straight, so there's no bend in the wrist. But just choose any variations that'll work for you. We're going to start with the bent knees and reverse table. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, start to push through your feet. Lift your hips up, chin to your chest, unless it's safe to let your chin float to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel into your shoulders, your chest, your heart, your neck, your throat, your face, the quadriceps in the front of your thighs, the hamstrings in the back. The booty is working, the low back is working. If you can, the tailbone is just gently tucked under. The lower belly is softly pulling in. Chin into your chest. Breathe in. As you breathe out, come all the way down. And remember, you can keep your chin in the whole time, and you don't have to stay up that long.
If you're done, we're going to bring heels in and rock side to side and loosen up the back. We're all going to meet here in just a moment. So if that was plenty for you, stay here and breathe and get slower and slower and slower as you go. For those that want a little bit more, option A would be to repeat this one more time, our table. Option B, I know I have some strong students out there, so if you want to go for the reverse plank, go for it. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, whatever you choose, hips up. If we're going for the plank, we're trying to push the toes down, the balls of the feet down. Your lower belly is still pulling in. Your chin is to your chest, or maybe we can lift it up. Go where it's safe. Don't force. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you can't balance yourself left to right, front to back, maybe one more deep breath, and when you're ready, chin to the chest first, hips to the mat second. And when you're all the way down, we're going to meet in that rock. Heels into the hips, deep breath in. Exhale, knees to one side, head to the other. Let go of all the carbon dioxide. Inhale through center, exhale, reverse. One more time to each side. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And when you're ready, we're going to come onto all fours for our cat and cows. And remember, you can always switch back and forth. If you're doing fists and your fingers are talking to you, then switch into palms. If you're doing palms and your wrists are talking to you, you can switch into fists. It can take a while to get used to bearing weight on your hands and knuckles. At first, you can be like, no, that doesn't work for me. That's what I thought at first. But when I had a wrist issue and I persevered, it worked. Other choices are to bring your mat towards you, so it's actually triply thick. 1, 2, 3 layers when you pull it in the middle. Or you can use some yoga jellies or wrap pads, or sometimes just taking another yoga mat or folding up a little towel or blanket, or even bringing the front edge of the mat back to you can all do the trick. So we're going to cat and cow. Inhale, head and hips up. Exhale, gently, slowly let your spine ripple into cat stretch. Inhale, head and tail rise. Belly sags. Exhale, round. Let's do 2 more deep breaths in. And out. Follow your own lung capacity. If your breaths are smaller or deeper, go your own pattern. Breathe in and out. So if your breaths are shorter, you can just do a few extra cat and cow curls. Take a deep breath in, come into cow with a little twist, popping out to the right side. Inhale into center, exhale cat. So let's do inhale, ribs to the left, head to the right, and cow. And then exhale, cat. Inhale, rib cage to the right, head and hips to the left. Exhale, cat. Inhale, rib cage to the left, head and hips to the right. Exhale, cat. So one more time. Cow with your rib cage to the right, head and hips to the left, and then normal cat. And then cow to the other side. And normal cat. Find your neutral spine. Breathe. One more deep breath here in table. Feeling your length head to tail, your shoulders towards your hips, your long neck so your head's not hanging, putting pressure on your cervical spine. And when you're ready, child's pose. Maybe you can reach back by your feet, turn your palms up and let your elbows and wrists and shoulders sink down towards the ground. Maybe you're better with your hands under your head for support. Whatever you choose, find your breath, perhaps breathing into the back sides of your lungs. Maybe exploring the muscles of your back with your in-breath and surrendering, letting go with your out-breath. Cleansing breaths washing in and out through your body, a gentle wave. Full and empty. One more deep breath. if you can, we're going to gently find our way up to seated. So if it's safe for you to sit back on your feet, you can, but we'll be here for a few minutes. So if this is not safe, feel free to sit on your bottom. Feel free to sit in a chair. It's totally fine. Feel free to sit with one or both legs extended out in front of you. So maybe you want to sit like this. Whatever works for you is good. Or like this. Okay? I'm going to sit back on my heels, and if you wanted to add a block for support, that would be something we could do just to make sure the ankles and knees and hips and feet don't start talking to us. Another choice would be to take a little towel, like a little washcloth or kitchen towel, and roll it up and put it under the tops of your ankles so they don't talk to you either. Or maybe get a little pillow from your bed or couch, or 2 or 3, as long as it's stable enough and not too wobbly underneath you. Find your breath. Let it go. So we're going to do a little bit of arm and shoulder work, and I'm going to turn around so you can see what's happening behind me. So if it's a yes, take your right arm out and up, deep breath in, and on your exhale, we're going to see if we can drop it down behind the back. So for some of us, that might be near the top of the head. For some of us, it might not even be there. That's okay. Go where you can. Maybe you can go towards the left ear, or left side of the neck, or left shoulder, or spine, or right shoulder. So just go anywhere along that continuum you can go. I think I started about here. So if that's where you are, don't stress. Breathe. Take another deep breath. And if it's safe, we're going to bring left arm around towards the right hip, maybe up the right side of the low back, maybe to the right rib cage or shoulder, or wherever we can go. And maybe your hands come together. Honestly, I thought mine never would. If they don't, and they're nowhere close, so what I did was I got one of these straps. At the time, actually I didn't have a yoga strap, so I used the tie from my bathrobe. I just grabbed my bathrobe and I pulled the belt out of it, and I used that. So you can use something like this to bridge the gap. Breathe. Or if you don't have a strap, you can always just kind of grab your shirt, top and bottom. If you can reach the shirt, if you get this far, you can grab above and below. Maybe one more breath. We're going to go to the other side. Open up, breathe in, breathe out. If it's safe for you to go right in and hold, feel free to go right in and hold. If this is too much, feel free to move your shoulders around a little bit. If you need to change position for your hips and feet and ankles before we go to the other side, feel free to do any of that that feels right to your body. So as we go to the other side, this way, do what you can. Feel your body breathing. Feel the rotation in your shoulder socket. And then also begin to notice what's happening with your head. Sometimes, especially when we're working this bind, we have a tendency to bring our chin down, which can put pressure on our neck, our cervical spine. And then also sometimes this top hand starts to fall behind the head and put pressure into the neck and all the way along your spine. So if you can, when you're in this posture, try to gently take your head and push it back into your upper arm. Only as much as it's safe. Tuck the tailbone under, and when you're ready, release out. Breathe. Put your strap off to the side if you had that. Move your shoulders. If your knees and hips and heels and ankles are burning, don't wait for me to tell you to come out. Come out whenever you need to come out. Your body knows best. And of course, when you're done, gently shake and rock and wiggle. In and out and in, circles, spread your toes, anything that feels nice. So after that, we're going to do a nice stretch for the legs. Lengthen out hips to heels as you breathe in. And we're going to go into Paschimottanasana, full forward fold. So you might like to have your block handy. And if that's the case, take a breath in, reach up hips to head, gently out hips to heels. As you breathe out, we're just going to walk forward and see where it's safe to go. This might be it for today, and if that's it, that's fine. If this is it, that's fine. If you need to roll up a towel and put it behind your knees, or a beach towel, or a blanket, anything is fine, whatever you need to do. If you have egg blocks, those little oval-shaped blocks, I'll grab those in one of my future videos. Those are great for behind the knees. We're going to take a strap, if you'd like, to reach around the balls of your feet. And you can pull on your strap for the fold. And if this is too much pressure at any point, you can play with inhale, straighten up your arms, reach up hips to head. And then exhale, start to pull in and down. So you can try that gentle wave through the spine, whether or not you have the strap. Breathe in and lengthen. And breathe out and fold. Let's try 2 more. Breathe in, lengthen up, hips to head. Breathe out, fold forward and down. And maybe 1 more. Breathe in and out. And if you can, we're going to hold this lowered position for 2 deep breaths. 1 more breath. And when you're ready, push down to rise up. And of course, if you were comfortable holding that the whole time, those are other alternatives. But do try to do different things. I know sometimes we, myself included, get in the habit of doing things in the same way. It's good for our body to mix it up whenever we can remember to. All right, find your way forward towards that front edge of the mat. Take a deep breath in, reach out and up. And on your exhale, if you can, start to rock back and down. Maybe if you want to catch the shins, you can. Inhale, come forward and up. Exhale, back and down. We're going to try 2 more if it's safe. Breathe in, reach forward and up. Breathe out, back and down. Shins are there if you need them. 1 more time. Push through your chest, reach through your head. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, pull that space below your belly button in. Tuck your tailbone under, round your lower back. If you can, we're coming to the thighs. If that means all the way down, go all the way down and rest. We're going to be there in just a minute. If it's safe, breathe in, come up. Breathe out, down to the thighs. You can hover or hold. 1 more time. Breathe in. Remember, if this is too much, you have a neck injury, you have a back injury, then please come onto your back and rest. We're going to see if we can control all the way down. And when you're down, reach overhead, take a deep breath in. Start to lengthen your legs out as you exhale, push through your heels. Inhale, reach fingertips to heels. And exhale, let everything go. Let your toes roll open, let your elbows bend. Let your neck relax. Let your breath flow freely in and out. Out and in. Take 1 more slow, deep breath. And as you're ready, gently, slowly start to draw your right leg in and squeeze your right shin or thigh. Release your right leg to the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen and reach. Inhale, keep reaching. Exhale, draw the other leg in and squeeze shin or thigh, just not your knee. 1 more time. Inhale, reach. On your exhale, right leg in. Squeeze what you can reach. Take a deep breath in and twist across your body. Knee over to your left. Head looking towards that outstretched right arm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax your left ankle, the straight leg. Relax your whole right side. From the right middle finger through your right arm, past your right shoulder. Take a deep breath into your right lung, and as you exhale, relax through the right waist, right hip, right thigh and knee, right calf and ankle and foot and arch, and all the way to the tip of your right big toe. On your next in-breath, gently, slowly unwind to the center. And on your out breath, guide your right leg down to the ground. Let it slide away. On your inhale, reach overhead, fingertips to heels. On your exhale, draw the left leg in and up. Squeeze your shin or thigh. Take a deep breath in and twist across your body. Knee to the right, head to the left. Just doing what you can and breathing. Remembering you can always prop up the top leg with a block or folded up blanket or stack of towels. Just whatever you have that you can use if you need that support. Take another breath and then begin to unwind. Gently, slowly, guiding your left leg down and out. Start to spread your toes. Circle your ankles. Take 3 deep breaths. Let your big toes roll in and out and fall open. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Spread all 10 fingers. Reach, reach, reach. Lifting your hands up an inch. Let your arms get super heavy. Let your head get super heavy. Lift your chin an inch and soften. Feel your body breathing. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, begin to scan from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers and toes. And if you find any places of tension, tightness, stress, tune into those places. Consciously surround them with your next in-breath. And on your next out-breath, as you let go of the carbon dioxide, invite that tension in your body to leave with the carbon dioxide. And very gently, and turn your attention to the present moment. Take a deep breath. Let it all go. Gently and slowly begin to wiggle just the tips of your fingers and toes. Let your head turn to one side and then the other. And when you feel ready, raise your right arm overhead, taking a deep breath in. On your exhale, start to find your way onto the right side with knees bent, curling up into the fetal position. Breathing in and out. Surrendering into your mat one more time. Letting go. If you feel ready, eyes closed, if you can, begin to guide yourself up to seated. Any position that is comfortable for you and your body in this moment. Legs could be bent or straight. You could rest your back against the wall or sit in a chair. Feel your breath coming in and going out. It is a very rare end of spring, early summer day here in sunny South Florida. It's a very rare cool day for this time of year.
so the windows are open. And we'll just meditate on the nature sounds. Hearing what there is to hear, feeling what there is to feel, allowing yourself to just breathe and be a human being, not a human doing. Take a deep breath. Let it all go. Allow yourself to soften from head to toe. Thank yourself for making this time for yourself in your busy day with all that you might have to do for yourself and for others. Remind yourself that when we fill our cup, we are better prepared to take care of other people, so it's important to make that time for ourselves. And life is so beautiful on the mat. Let's keep it the same way off the mat. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.